stay, we're complacent. Too much time to be wasted. I don't wanna lie to you like this. I don't wanna fight with you like this. We gon' pay the price if we blinded. Oh, baby, don't you wait on me. 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 A lifetime watching it slip away. Battle lines clouding the picture frame. I could try to wipe the mind, but it's still wanna erase the lives here in my veins. Memories on replay. Standing with this white flag in my hand, trying to open up my arms again. Arms to die. Always living on the run and setting fires. Darling, arms to die. You know no one's winning. Can we give it up? Give it up. Clinging tight to our grudges like they could save us. When these walls we built so high and high, we keep falling for ages. Always trying to reach for something, but all we ever find is nothing.